keep asking me when I get a real job. But I say, it's too late for me now.
You got one more in you, baby?
What's going on? What are you doing? There! That should sort things out for everyone. You just keep on fracking, boys. Does anyone want a photo for their Life Invader page? I really do exist. And I prove not all closeted rich guys are creepy.
Oh, impotent rage. You're such an ignoramus. Overmatched.
Oh, I gotta get some smokes. Fuck.
Messieurs. Merci.
Right now. Who's your daddy?
Hello.
I've come to save the day again. From you. The common herd needs a genetically superior synthetic fiber-clad sociopath lunatic.
Hello, sir. At your service, of course. See you soon.
Initiate solar panel sequence right away!
Look at this body. You want to dance, don't you? You got one more in you, baby? Okay, baby, when you're ready. wanna dance, baby? Just one more dance? You know you want it. Okay, honey, I'll be waiting. You wanna dance?
Oh, that no more? Come on. Oh, bullshit.
You got one more in you, baby? Just one more dance? You know you want it. All right, anytime you want it, come see me, baby. Look at this body. You want to dance, don't you?
Oh,
You got one more in you, baby? Okay, baby, when you're ready. Oh, hey, you wanna dance, baby?
We solved some great crimes together. I think you're lying, you son of a bitch. Ay, yes, hot like a tamale. Get me a marshmallow. Those were the days. Get that, will you?
Of course, Gordon. Oh, Gordon, I'm so happy we moved from the swamps of Price Beach to the desert paradise of Los Santos, where American ingenuity and distilled Canadian water has turned the harsh desert into a beautiful
Let's go. My time is precious. You wanna dance? Just one more dance, you know you want it. You got one more in you, baby? Just one more dance, you know you want it.
You have a woman who aimed her car at a law enforcement officer and pressed on the accelerator. Nobody debates that. I can believe that her death is a tragedy, while also recognize.
What do you? How are you to dictate what's why I'm not?
No, no, what I'm saying,
You got one more in you, baby?
From back and forth. Why it's not equal?
No, I'm saying no, what I'm saying is if he says that it's good, it's a. She's made her money. She's had her kids. Ciara has had nowhere near that type of success, and you see Russell's career is on the flux now. Give me just a moment here. To the folks on tonight's program here, thank you very much for letting me know that. I thought the program was live, and it wasn't. So yeah, I was wondering why. Okay, well, calm down, sir. All right, to everyone who is joining us here, I'm going to let you get back in here in a minute, Ty, because everybody needs to hear what you have to say. We are talking about Rihanna here tonight. I've been sitting here for the last 45 minutes just jawboning, and I've been talking to myself here, so it's my own fault. In any case, Rihanna has put on weight, y'all. The wall is undefeated. She used to be Rihanna, now she is Rihanti.
Rihanti.
Rihanna is now Rihanti, folks. I mean, she's got the midriff drift, she's got the cankles, she's got the double, moving the triple chin. Her neck is wider than her ears now. She's hiding out in Barbados. She used to wear bikinis.
Just one
now
more
she's wearing
dance,
all
you know
black.
you want it.
Oh, it is a sight to see
Okay,
here,
honey,
and
I'll
none
be
of
waiting.
it is nice. Chris Brown is somewhere saying, damn, dodged a bullet on that one. Let me go ahead and throw the video up here for you all so that you understand that I've been nice about this, but we'll go ahead and throw the video up for you here. Thank you all for your patience. It was my mistake here. Just in case you think I'm being mean, oh, there's the video of it. Oh, look at those thighs. Oh, man. And she's holding that bag in front of her. Oh, insecurity is a son of a gun. Yes, sir. Oh, Rihanna's in Barbados and said, yeah, bikinis ain't gonna make it for this. You move down the list. Oh, man, she's got the bag in front of her trying to obstruct the view is what she's trying to do. You can already
Nobody's
see,
got
from
time for
chin
this.
to neck, it's going in there. Oh, she just keeps that bag in front of herself the whole time. I mean, between the faux head and the faux front, it's not looking good. You can see the around the knees, people, is, oh, it's gone.
Look at
Oh,
this
the double
body.
chin is
You
moving
want
up
to
in
dance,
here.
don't
This is
you?
a woman who does not work for a living. She's just been sitting back here for months and months. She doesn't have to work. She doesn't have to do anything. And yeah, that's a wrap.
whole billionaire.
Folks talking about her being pregnant. Y'all gonna quit lying on pregnancy here because that's not the point here. Ciara been pregnant too. Deal with it, nigga. And Ciara is still making music, still on tour. By the way, which Rihanna is not. Rihanna has been on vacation now for, I mean, take a look at these ankles, people. Do y'all see these ankles? Folks, do you see these ankles? Oh, it's over, man. It's over. It's done. I don't have a Bill Paxton sound clip. It's over, man. It's over. From Aliens, but
You
folks,
got one
it's
more
over.
in you, baby?
Fellas, the nostalgia is dead and gone. That's it. She just had the kids and it's going. She looks like she should be wearing a pair of Crocs walking into Walmart at 2 in the morning. The only thing she's missing now is a pair of Crocs and some pajamas. Walking into the alpha male says she ain't Rihanna, she's Rikishi.
Rikishi.
Oh man. And she's holding that bag in front of herself, but she had to give the bag up. And when she did, now some of the size 18 and 20 females who are watching me, she ain't that bad. She ain't that bad. Okay, baby, compared to you, is that who you're comparing it to? Never mind. It's all over. It's all over, folks. Size 8. This right here on your screen, this is a good size 14. Good size 14 on this screen right now, heading towards 16. Good size 14, heading towards 16. So it is all over. That's it, y'all. Golden Corral, here we come. Ain't nothing fitting right. That's a wrap. So Rihanna is Rihanti. And that's a wrap there. ASAP Rocky, the Sap boy, he didn't even get 5 years out of it.
Well, it's been more than 5
In the chat room, Mary Jaco needs to give me a call up here on Zoom. Very, very glad you said that. Now, right now, I got Ty Mega here on Zoom. Where you at, Ty? He was trying to defend this foolery.
Just one more dance, you know you want it.
Got her bread. She had 3 kids and bread. And Ciara done had, what, 5 kids now?
All right, anytime you want it, come see me, baby.
That, and still going on tour, if you call it that. Rihanna has been on vacation.
Hey, so, I know you've been...
She should have a live-in chef and a live-in
Oh,
personal
hey,
trainer.
you wanna
She
dance,
has said,
baby?
screw all that. I've already got the dude and the kid and makeup money. Why do I have to do any work whatsoever? This is the definition of being uncompetitive. Where you at, Ty? I'm right here, Black. Well, sir, you want to go ahead and explain to everybody what I got wrong? No, I was just saying that
Monsieur?
she's made her money. She's had her kids. Ciara has had nowhere near that type of success. And you see, Russell's career is on the flux now. That big contract is going away. And you know,
That
Ciara
captain,
has to get it.
he sure liked the sound of his own. Which is odd. He's got that silly accent.
Maybe one day she'll make some type of
Let's
comeback.
go.
Oh,
My
so
time
in
is
other words,
precious.
you're just saying this Rihanna can get lax. He's had that type of level of success if that's her choice, yes. Oh, okay. So Ciara can get. I mean, Ciara didn't get in shape. Ciara stayed.
You wanna dance?
I'll see you later.
To do is be good at music. Well, I'm saying that a lot of the times they have bad contracts, so they got to do something outside of music in order to really have that personal.
You got one more in you,
success that they
baby?
don't. Rihanna is 37 years old. And she's been doing it since what, 17 or 18? And she's been blowing up the last 2 years. I don't mean music or money. Because she doesn't have to. So in other words, she can get lax. And what I'm
Hello.
saying is that as a, you know what? Can
See
you
you
please
soon.
tell me the men that people defend them getting lax? Elon Musk. Show me where Elon's gotten lax at, sir. When they show that photo of him on the yacht in that pale skin and that fat belly. Okay, sir, is that what people value about Elon Musk? Not at all. Thank you. We're comparing apples to cinder blocks. I can't agree with that, but okay, if Rihanna were looking like she does right now, could she have her makeup line? Probably not. So you see where her
Hello,
value
sir.
is. But I mean, once you run the yard, you know.
Look at this body. You wanna dance, don't you?
That they want to do in life. Oh, okay. After you run the yard, then you can sit down and plop this all in ASAP Rocky's lap. ASAP, you're going to have to pay for this for the next 2 decades. And the value of what you had 5 years ago or 6 years ago has been completely liquidated. But you will still keep paying for it. Not only has the value diminished, the value is going to keep diminishing. She hasn't hit rock bottom. She has not bottomed out yet. She's got a ways to go now to deteriorate. You can say physically liquidated, but when you use the term liquidated, you know, her money is much deeper than his. So, well, he doesn't benefit. What's the benefit that he receives from her money, sir? I'm hoping. Again, I don't know these people personally, but I'm hoping that he does benefit by having a multi-millionaire
Just
wife.
one more
Show
dance?
me the
You know
man.
you want
Show
it.
me the man whose multi-millionaire wife happily finances his life. Name 2. When Jeff Bezos' wife married that teacher in Seattle. How'd that work out? She got fired. For how long?
Okay, baby, when you're ready.
Their marriage didn't last long, but she had to pay him in the divorce. So okay, so do you think she's happy about that? He's happy, not her. First of all, how do you know he's happy? Second of all, why would any man consider himself? How does wanting a woman's money raise a man's value?
Oh, hey, you want to dance, baby?
Yes, sir. I'm talking numbers. How does a man needing or wanting his woman's money or income increase his value? He left with more than he came with. Okay, but I'm talking about you're saying that he got some of her money. Yes, and how does that enhance his value in society? Because he can make the next move now. He's got millions that he can work with now. He was a teacher. You know, I don't know what he had, but first of all, they were only married for a year or two. That's the first thing. Second of all, men don't get an increase in value off of a woman's income. A woman's income does not increase our value. But did she cut a check in that divorce? I'm not sure how much of a check she cut, but then again, it doesn't matter because that wasn't her money she was giving anyway. He got his piece of that action. I mean, I ain't mad at him. Okay, sir, but that's got nothing to do with
You got one more in you, baby? Okay, honey, I'll be waiting.
That's how you want to look at it. I understand what you're saying, but it's not the way I'm looking at it. I was saying that doesn't help him.
See you later.
Of course, Vinewood being Vinewood. It's not all about leathery dudes trying to show off on their motorbikes.
Okay, that doesn't help a man,
stuck in some 90s time
and it's
warp.
the same thing
This
with
is the town
ASAP.
that made
If
mass
he goes
murder.
about this the right way, but ASAP makes his own, sir. That's the value
Of course,
that ASAP has. He has his own buildings. He is not dependent on Rihanna's
in a town
buildings.
full of alien
That's the only
spotters,
reason she's
adults
with
dressed
him is
as
because
zombies, and
he
entertainers
doesn't
dressed as
need
cartoon
her
characters.
money.
It takes something particularly
But she
awful
still has
to
more
really
money than
catch
him.
people's attention.
Right, but the problem
famous
is that doesn't
unsolved
benefit
murder
him
of a
because
Vinewood
he
star
will have
is
no
one such
access
case.
to it.
For years, horny nerds have
Ain't
pointed
nobody
fingers
got
at
time for
stars
this.
like Nora
Get
Johnson.
access to it.
And
Sir,
if they
he
would have
can't play
plucked up the
anything
courage to
right.
speak to her
Right
or
now, as
kill
far
her
as citizen
themselves,
concerned, he's obligated to the
it's inspired
kids. He
filmmakers,
doesn't have any.
writers,
First of all, they're not
copycat
married,
killers.
so where's his
Conspiracy
leverage,
theories
sir? He
claim
wouldn't want to do
various
that.
celebrities,
He can't
the
even do what
mayors,
Mackenzie
and
Bezos'
Jewish
second
conservatives,
husband
women's
could
liberation,
do,
and
theoretically.
alien
So where's his ability to do any of that? Just staying with her.
But not all crime.
Stand with her. And yep,
Maybe
she
drinking
just,
is
you
her
think
thing.
eventually if he stays with her long enough, that
Let's
she'll
go,
eventually
my
give him
time is
some money.
precious.
And how much do you think she would give him, sir? Depends what he needs. Depends on what he's doing. You know, like depends on what he wants to do next. I thought they were married though, so I was mistaken there. I did not know that they were not married. No. No. And even if they were, that still would not. You can't name a single man who divorced a female who had more money than him, and folks were cheering him for getting money out. Hey, Mary J. Blige's husband is running something up over in Ghana now. Also, J. Blige as well. So when's the last time you went to Ghana, sir? Okay, when's the last time you went to Ghana, sir? But okay, so you can't confirm that what you just said. I mean, people talking, people meet people who understand that this guy has some businesses going on over there. A man loses value and loses status in people's eyes if he has to be female's money. If a female has to support him, you instantly become worthless as a man. I can agree. I totally agree with that. Right, and that's why Rihanna's money is worthless to A$AP Rocky, because if he needs her money, then he loses value. He's going to lose a certain amount of value regardless, but again, it's nice to have that over there. You know, okay, but the bottom line is that Rihanna didn't even give him what she gave Chris Brown and Drake and Ashton Kutcher and whoever else got to lay on top of her. She gave them her prime years and her prime real estate
ASAP Rocky shows up, he's going to pay more money than anybody's ever paid. He's going to give up more than anybody ever gave up, and he's going to get less than anybody before him ever got.
That's the price of showing your blade.
No, that's the price of not seeing the red flags and not avoiding them. It's not about him being late. He was okay 6 or 7 years ago. That was okay, man. He let her make the rules. And next thing you know, she's like, so glad you got me these kids, ASAP. Now let me go ahead and sit on my bigger and growing crown grass. And this will be what you work for. You're going to work way more than anybody else, and you're going to get way less. And you're going to be on the hook way longer. But thank you for giving us a call. ASAP came up. That guy McFly, you need to call us and tell us how ASAP came up. I don't understand that. How did ASAP come up? Where did he come up from? What did he come up at? You all can see old Rihanna's. Oh man, yeah, it's going down fast. Going down fast. Going down fast. I don't know where Mary Jaco is. Mary Jaco is not on Zoom, so Mary Jaco needs to be removed from the chat until they're on Zoom. Go ahead and get that. So Mara Jaco is not on Zoom. That was not a request to be on Zoom. Say those things, that's fine, but you have to explain to everybody why you are saying that. Say it for that. That guy McFly said ASAP came up. I'd like to find out how ASAP came up. So I need that guy McFly on Zoom. I also need somebody, if I got, one of my mods in here tonight is they got those bad mollies. Yeah, since they started blowing up Venezuela, they haven't been able to get the good drugs anymore, so they're having to get some of that old bootleg stuff, some of that back alley stuff. So if my mods are acting dummy tonight, you understand what happens. Yeah, the bootleg fentanyl, they can't really get the prime stuff anymore. Maduro locked up, Trump blowing up boats, so they're getting that stuff cut with foot powder, so they got to get it how they live. So we'll try to work through this. Vision messed up, ears messed up, so. But in any case. So, Mary Jaco is not on Zoom, so they need to be out the chat room until they do call in. Folks, it's just that simple. Anytime Megan can call in, you can call in. We're having the program here tonight talking about Rihanna has smacked into the wall like a bug in a windshield. It is all the way over. Y'all see them knees? Oh, y'all see them cow knees? You see them cankles? It's a wrap. She's done. ASAP Rocky has been stuck with the bill. ASAP Rocky gets the bill. Every fella before her had an appreciating asset. She waits until the guy who gets her pregnant, then she sticks him with the bill, and depreciating asset. You see, the other fellas got to get Rihanna, the other dudes got to get Rihanna at Carnival. They got to get Rihanna in the bikini. They got to get Rihanna with the flat abs at the beach. They got to get the killer version of Rihanna. That's what they got. ASAP don't get that. Now, there are some fellas in here in particular. Fellas, I want you to understand something. Hope is not a strategy. It isn't. She has no incentive to lose it. So it's really, some of these fellas here, they're fans, and you got the Rihanna music in your phone. Umbrella. Okay, no hate. But what you're not doing is math. You're not doing mathematics. You're doing nostalgia and wishful thinking and hopefulness. The folks who didn't like it when I called about Russell Wilson, there were a bunch of people arguing with me about Russell Wilson 3 years ago. When he went to Pittsburgh, They were arguing 3 years ago because number one, they hated when I'm right because secretly on the low, they low-key hate me. I'm like, okay, you're going to be hating me first. But it's math. If it had been any other quarterback, you wouldn't have said that. Rihanna is going on 4 years old, people. She is supposed to stay in shape all the day. Asking the question, if Rihanna had to be the face of Fenty today, could she do it? And the answer is hell no, she couldn't do it. And she didn't just start this yesterday. Remember, she's been putting on the weight now for 2-3 years. When folks talk about Vicky, Rihanna, Vicky, and all this old bull crap. All these coping mechanisms, they always give to females. They don't give to men. If a man fall off his game for half a second, people is cracking the whip on him and slashing him. But when women do it, you start making up excuses. Oh, you can't get married again. I'm no problem. GA Muscle 7, you need to give me a call up on Zoom. You need to go ahead and give us a call up on Zoom. I'm very glad that you think that there is nothing wrong with this. I'm so glad you said that. Go ahead, you got 2 minutes to be on Zoom for it. You see, as men, we have folks demanding that we can't have standards. And then when you point out, by the way, if we have to be at the peak of our game and peak productivity, and we can't fall off, and we can't slack off, and we can't let off the gas, we just have to stay until the day we die, well then, damn it, everybody should have to do that. Take a look at what A$AP Rocky had when he first talked to her. It was, hey, you have to leave the chat then, G-Muscle, until you call in. So if you're going to wait, that's fine. You just can't make any more comments until you do. So after you get on Zoom, you'll be able to go ahead and comment some more after you get on Zoom. So not going to do that. That's okay. Anybody who wants to say something contrary, that's perfectly fine. You don't have to rule the host, but you probably will have to call in and explain it. Yeah, a lot of y'all didn't know that. This ain't no Rihanna and all the little bull job there. No, Rihanna is on her way to size 16, 18. She is on her way. That's it. She found motherhood and lost her drama. You're like, I got the kids, damn that. Okay, she's 37 years old. Why do you think she hasn't made an album? The competitive heart is gone. That young, competitive go-getter with the eye of the tiger that Chris Brown had, she's gone. She's gone. It's over. She's streaking towards 40 like a comet. She hasn't made any music. She's not touring. She ain't doing anything. That's it. Like, man, I got this money here. Let me go and live lavish. And I'm sitting down. Okay, well, it's over. Okay, so the folks who are still operating in their cope and their coping mechanisms and their wishful thinking, she's had the money for a chef and a personal trainer now for the last 15 damn years. This is not breaking news. This is not a revelation. She's had PR people and corporations all around her. You tell me about the corporation that sees her looking like this and says, oh, everything is fine. These folks are depending on her to keep up a certain image, like the Kardashians. Like the Kardashians. That's the level she's supposed to be at. She's not competing with Kylie nor Kendall. This is what the hell she's supposed to be doing. Don't you understand that the white men who pay her have already dialed her up on the phone and like, damn. Oh, man. Oh, she got caught in Barbados. Gotta call her up right quick again. 3 years in this mess. Let's stop the nonsense. Somebody in the chat room talking about Kelly Clarkson. Okay, and Kelly Clarkson has never been Rihanna. Show me how many bikini pictures and carnival pictures that have Kelly Clarkson. And how many kids did Kelly Clarkson have again? By the way, remind me one more time. How many kids did Kelly Clarkson have when she gained all that weight? I want to know how many kids she had when they died. Simple questions here. Folks don't want to hear this. They hope for the best. Okay. And when you understand something, when it doesn't happen, none of these people are going to call back in. None of them will. So That's what happens when folks want to. All the folk with that Dickiana garbage, that's why she's continued to back on the pounds. All the folk who were saying there wasn't a problem, everything's fine, nothing's wrong, you kept saying it, and she's continuing to put on the weight because you keep telling her nothing's wrong, everything's fine, everything's great. And as a result, she's like, yeah, everything's fine, everything's great. And now she's wearing all loose clothing. Let me go ahead and show y'all her Instagram. Let me go ahead and get her Instagram up here so that you can see how far along this is getting and going. Let me go ahead and throw it up and blow it up right quick. This is Rihanna's Instagram. And take a look here. Now, she put up this post. I don't know if this was actually taken on December 16th, but take a look at what she's wearing. Now, I don't know when this video was done, but it fits the profile. Take a look. And now, about the chin and stuff, by the way, they got programs that do this around the chin to slim you down and lose weight. So, I want you all to understand, hell, they got apps that do it. They got apps to do it. Take a look at that chin line. That doesn't look quite natural, but okay. The real thing is take a look at what she's wearing here. Do you see what she's wearing? Take a look at what she's wearing. Is this the Rihanna that you all have been looking at for the last 15 years? Is this the Rihanna that you have been looking at for the last 15 years? Is this the way the Rihanna of the last 15 years dresses? Is this the way she's been dressing? Because now take a look at this other stuff up here. Oh my God, wait a minute. When she got a, oh, now when they mentioned her, what she got to sell, oh, it don't look like that. Oh, okay. Yeah, the Photoshop, oh, it doesn't look like that. Yeah, this is what it's like. As soon as they had to turn the video cameras on, okay, this is all we got to work with. Yeah, we'll let you see her from the neck up and nowhere else. Chris Brown is somewhere saying, I dodged a bullet. It hurts some folks' feelings. It hurts their feelings. Yeah, because you were hoping it's... I need y'all to understand, there are a lot of folks here who they wish it could be better. They wish it could work better. They would like... They desperately want the hoes to win. You know why? Because that's the best they can get. It's not about Rihanna. I just had the guy call up here. He's like, yeah, you know, if Rihanna fall off, that make it easy for A$AP Rocky to get some of her money. Nigga, what? This guy literally called me up to say, it's a good thing that Rihanna done fell off because that'll make it easier for A$AP to get some of that money home. So the homosexuals are telling us, you know, the homosexuals are telling all of us that this is the new way right here. And all I'm saying is that, do you realize how bad A$AP is losing? A$AP Rocky is paying more than Chris Brown, Ashton Kutcher, Leo DiCaprio, and anybody else who got to ride the carousel, who got to ride the Rihanna roller coaster. He's paying more than any of them ever paid, and he's going to get less than any of them ever got. He can't even go out and stunt with her anymore. He can't even go out and stunt with her anymore. That's not even an option. Do you think that's what he got with her for? Take a look up here on your screen. Is this what A$AP Rocky signed up for here? He signed up for this? Since when? Since when? When did he sign up for thunder thighs and cankles? When he signed up for that? Because I know that's not what she looked like when he got with her. Yeah, I mean, they always have, you know, a size 16 on baddies. So, I mean, if she know how to fight still, she beating up on Chris Brown. So if she knows how to fight still, she can do that. But, yeah. Come on, man. I explained how it's happening. It's happening because this was the game plan. She has become uncompetitive. She don't care no more. She made her money and all this garbage they talk as men. If you don't keep a woman competitive, she's gonna sit down. Take a look at Beyonce, take a look at Rihanna, take a look at Anna Nicole Smith, Kirstie Alley. As men, you gotta stay competitive, but the reason for that is to make sure the females stay competitive. That's the issue. Nobody lets men give a bunch of excuses. If a woman met you as a millionaire, if she met you as a star athlete, she expects you to stay that way for the rest of your damn days. She expects you to stay that way for the rest of your damn days. Okay, let me say something here. To all of the damn chubby chasers and all of the phony fat aficionados, it's easy for you to sit up here and talk about chicks getting bigger because you're not actually a benefit to anybody. I had a caller, Ty is calling up talking about how ASAP can mooch off of Rihanna. So the problem is, in the homosexual era, it doesn't matter about you talking about a female can be sloppy. You're not a benefit to anybody. Of course you don't want a female on top of her game. You don't qualify for one who is, because you're not a benefit. I mean, you benefit. Let's just get real. I ain't dissing you. I'm not dissing you. I'm not trolling on you. I'm not bombing on you. Let's just get real. You're not a benefit. You're not a benefit. So, of course, the caliber of female, how sloppy she is, how much weight she gains, how big her thighs are, how big her waist is, you don't care. You ain't turned down nothing but your collar. You have no standards, and all you're demanding is that she have a pulse. Some of y'all ain't even demanding that. So all you demand is she has a pulse. You don't have a standard for how she represents you in front of other people. She doesn't have to beat out the competition. Her competition is the chicks who are comatose. That's it. So, of course, your standards are just way crazy and wild. So she doesn't have to do anything. If she can fog a mirror, you're like, okay, she can roll. Oh, what is she, a quadriplegic? That's all right. Let me help her get ass in this wheelchair. Well, those are your standards. No, as a man, the whole reason for us staying on top of our game is to be competitive. Okay, but fellas, it's worthless for you to do that if you're not going to demand that she be competitive. Women need you to stay on their backs to stay competitive because otherwise this is what happens. This right here. Why is she doing this? She's doing this because she got a few kids by A$AP Rocky and she feel like he's stuck now. He can't go anywhere. He can be her little pet that she'll abuse. I just did a program about Oprah. This is the way it goes. When a female feels that she is in a superior position and she's doing you a favor by letting you be around, then that's it. That's it. You're done. Popular Loner, you need to be on Zoom. Thank you very much for saying that, Popular Loner. We're going to get Popular Loner 2 minutes to be on Zoom. And by the way, the other folks haven't shown up here yet, so I'm going to go ahead and put their information to the side, but they're not going to be calling. So Popular Loner needs to give us a call on Zoom. We'll give you 2 minutes to do that. I need y'all to understand, the reason why you go places and you see so many of these fellas out here wearing pajamas when they go places, looking bummy as hell. This is somebody, she's fine, everything fine, nigga. Are you a benefit to a female so you can make that kind of call? Because your standards are hella sloppy. That's all right there. You know it. It ain't me. Fellas, it's 2026. We ain't doing the bummy thing. Too many of you fellas are on bummy time. No matter what you look like right there. And just understand, women, that's a red flag. When the brother tells you, he starts giving you the good enough talk. That means that he expects you to put up with whatever he's doing, whatever low level he's performing at, and you got to pay for that for the rest of your life. Let's go ahead and jump over here on Zoom again. I think GA Muscle, I think is on Zoom here. GA Muscle, make sure you have your camera and microphone turned on for me here. Just so we don't have any trolling. YouTube is not going to see you. Just me. Okay, GA Muscle, and what's on your mind? Okay, sir, you are on. What's on your mind? Okay, do you have headphones on or something? Because that's creating a delay, most likely. If you have headphones on, you can take those off. Can you hear me now? I can hear you the whole time. We'll make sure there's no delay. Okay. All right, sir. Go ahead and explain your position. Tell me where the lie is, I told you. For ASAP Rocky. Maybe he likes how he got. Okay, is that the Rihanna that he met? Okay, sir, when he got with Rihanna, is that the woman he met? Nobody's gonna stay the exact same. Okay, sir, but it's not staying the exact same. She's become a whole different individual now. What was the woman that he met, sir? Yeah, I mean, she's a billionaire. She has a lot of business acumen. Okay, number one, she's not a billionaire. Number two, her money doesn't benefit him in any way. Just like your girlfriend's money never benefited you. No woman makes money saying, damn, I'll sure be glad to take care of a man. She got with ASAP Rocky because he doesn't need her money. So her money is irrelevant. So you really don't think that ASAP for riches? Sir, you cannot name any female who's made 7 figures who looks to benefit her man off. You can't name 2. Okay, show me 2 men. The same thing I asked Tom. Show me 2 men that a woman who makes 7 figures or more was glad to finance his life and take care of him. He got a ranch. I don't think he worked. I can't remember the name of it. Okay, that relationship was so happy they got divorced. So what else you got? Put me on the spot there. Okay, sir, I'm just gonna do something. Wow. Okay. There's no one. There's. A woman who is looking to take care of a man. At all. No, there are plenty of women that will take care of a man. 6 figures, 7 figures don't even matter. Sir, there is no woman going around bragging that she's taking care of a man. Which is why you can't name it. You can't name it. No, but I gave you one. I just can't remember her name. First of all, you didn't give me one because you didn't have a name. So you made it up. So no, you didn't. Somebody in the chat knows why they do. Okay, wow, okay, you don't. There's a white woman somewhere. There's a Mr. Dominican white woman somewhere. She take care of you. She happens to go. They got divorced. You're right. I can't remember her name, but I will stumble upon her name. Okay, sir, let me ask you a question here. Can you please name for me one of your girlfriends who her appearance radically changed after she got married? And you were happy about it. Radically? No, nobody is radically changed. I mean, none of my girlfriends had 3 of my kids. Aniki Day XOXO needs to call me up on Zoom. So, Nika Dexo, whatever it is, Nika Dexo, XO, needs to give me a call up on Zoom. Very glad you said that. I saw that. You need to call me up on Zoom. So, he's got 2 minutes to be on Zoom. Sir, you never got with a female, and her appearance changed after you got with her and you were okay. That's never happened. You got with her because you liked her. You got with her because you liked her the way you got with her. You did not. Okay, thank you. So no man is happy when his woman changes after he gets her, because that's not what he originally signed up for.
No. See, but you're leaving out when she was pregnant and had 4 kids. She just had a baby like last year, 2 years ago. So does that not count for anything?
Sir, no, that doesn't. Wow. No, it doesn't. Women get pregnant all the time and don't continue blowing up. As I mentioned, Scar.
But Sierra is with a guy who's a professional athlete.
But Sierra's with, okay, Rihanna's with a guy who's a professional musician and performer. So what? Who cares?
Sitting at home making music. They said he doesn't work out, not trains. He doesn't do any physical activities.
Okay, but sir, that's not the issue. The issue is they're both professional performers, and she has fallen off. This is not what the people who pay for Fenty and all that stuff for a makeup line. This is not what they paid for.
No, it is what they paid for.
No, it is not, sir. This is not the way she looked when. It's not the way she looked on Pretender when they first signed up.
Okay, but she doesn't have to look like she did 15 years ago. She's still the brand. She's the face of Fenty. So the
face of Fenty is getting pounds. The face of Fenty is getting rounder, sir.
Her name is what makes Fenty. Her name,
no, sir. Her looks are what made Fenty. Okay, not her name, her look. You're gonna try to redefine that? Her looks made Fenty. If she looked the way she does right now, would Fenty be a thing?
Yes, because she still has a big name.
Dude, how does she would she have gotten her name looking the way she does now?
Okay, but we're not talking.
Sir, if she walked out on stage looking like Lizzo like she does now, would she be where she is today if that's where she started?
Of course not.
Thank you.
But my whole thing is, people are, but you're expecting her to still look like she's 20 years old. She's not. She's about to be 40.
Okay, so is Ciara.
Okay, but again, Ciara's in a different. First off, Ciara's still performing.
Yeah, Ciara's working. The difference is Ciara's working much harder.
Okay, but it has to be in a woman. And also in her man to say, hey, let's work out, stay in shape.
Oh man. Okay, so in other words, thank you. He finally got worn down and conceded that, yeah, this is a bad. She's falling off, and ASAP Rocky stuck with it. And this is a bad deal.
I did not concede that she fell off. I'm saying, yes, it's okay to gain a little weight. That's what I'm saying. Everybody's going to gain weight, especially when you're almost 40.
Okay, sir, she's a multi-millionaire, and this is her job, and she hasn't done anything in the last 5 years except have kids and go on vacation.
Right, isn't that what men want? Stay at home, have my kids,
and completely let your looks and appearance go to hell.
So her looks are terrible. Her looks are bad.
Okay, okay, folks, on your screens right now, here is Rihanna a while ago, and here's Rihanna today. A while ago, and you just go back to sleep. A while ago, you can't compare the two.
Okay, but you're probably showing a picture from 15, 20 years ago.
I'm showing something she posted up on Instagram here from last month.
saying the perfect.
So obviously, she wants to still trade on that image. Right. So she doesn't want to trade on how she looks today. Even she values where she was, sir. So even she doesn't.
No, she doesn't. Because I also seen that she was showing pictures of her.
Okay, then why isn't she promoting how she looks now, sir? With everything I see her promoting, what you just said is for a while. She was not promoting what she was today.
Well, I don't know what pictures you saw.
Okay, sir. Bottom line is, sir, that's that Microsoft phone, I understand. But the bottom line is, she's not saying, even she isn't saying or doing it. She's not promoting what she looks like today. Yeah, because things have changed. And that's a bad deal. Okay, you've already conceded that you wouldn't want your girlfriend or wife to her appearance to change this radically.
Yeah, but I'm not ASAP Rocky. So maybe ASAP.
I think that's a very good point that you just made. No, you are not ASAP Rocky.
So
in the chat room, Marie Angel needs to give me a call on Zoom. Not sure what Marie Angel means, but Marie Angel needs to give me a call on Zoom to explain to us all why this is the reason that men are lonely. Because Rihanna is the one digging her grave with a knife permanently. But okay, but it's the men who are the problem. His looks in the industry. Rihanna's looks, what she's been trading on, what she made money on, yeah, that has deteriorated substantially. And she's 37, going on 40. We all know what happens from here.
Deteriorated? Oh, man.
Yes, sir. She can't. Okay, tell me about how she gonna show up at Carnival like this.
She's just gonna have something over her stomach.
But that's not the Rihanna that showed up at all the other times. Right. So in other words, you have to keep ASAP Rocky has to keep the level of producing to get a greatly downgraded integrated film.
What is ASAP doing? Ain't he fighting gun charges?
Case. Thank you for giving us a call. Yeah, like I say, y'all, and like I say, fellas, you have to. All I'm gonna say is, y'all, it's a good caller. You've got to keep the positivity and things up. You have to do that because you start making excuses. The males will sit up here, funny as hell, making excuses about this. The females not gonna make these excuses. As a man, the minute you start diminishing, the women start putting the boots to your ribs. I'm talking about don't keep the man on the down. She's putting the Timberland boots, steel-toe boots in your ribs, and then you're complaining about that. You can see that Rihanna has changed substantially. And this isn't an overnight thing. Folks been talking about that Dickiana garbage now for 3 or 4 years. It's not a joke anymore. This wasn't a moment. Folks were saying 3 or 4 years ago, she gonna lose weight, she gonna lose weight, she gonna lose weight. How's it going now? And enough clowns back then talking about she was going to lose the weight. Okay, how's that working out? All you folks 3 years ago who said, she going to lose it, she going to lose it, she going to lose it. How's that going? Oh, yeah, by the way, how's it going for all the Beyonce people? All the Beyonce people who were arguing today and talking about Beyonce was going to lose the weight. By the way, how's that going? How's that going for Beyonce since she went sailing over the age of 40 like the cow over the moon, pardon the expression? How'd that work out for her, too? So just understand, on the internet, people say garbage. They say nonsense because they don't expect to get held accountable for it. Then I can have to come back and explain to everybody why they said the mess they did. They just say stupidity and silliness. But, by the way, yeah, for those of us who have to actually be some semblance of accurate, how's that going? How is that going? Yeah, the folks who swore up and down. Don't worry, they're gonna have it. Beyonce is looking at Blue Ivy. She's like, look here, girl, you ain't had no kids, and you in your teens. You can keep the flat stomach here. Let me get back over here to No Mood and see what's on the after menu. I don't know who they're talking about, Janet, but Janet Jackson was never this big. So, like I say, more coke. Janet Jackson was never this big. But the bottom line here is that I want you to understand, even in the chat room here, even in my chat room, you have individuals arguing that men should accept a bad deal. Because you know, as men, we're not going to be allowed to ease off the gas of our level of productivity. So even in the chat room here, you have folks going, she all right. What you're saying is that, okay, he's got a degraded version of the female that he first got with, but he needs to keep doing what he's doing. She needs to keep doing what he needs to keep doing. In the chat room, I should have Michael call up. I should. He's begging to get my attention here. So go take a look at a picture of Beyonce from 7 years ago. Take a look at one from her today. So for the back of the short bus kids who are sitting back there eating their coloring books, eating the pages of their coloring books, it's not a good look. It didn't take Janet Jackson no 5 or 6 years and 3 or 4 kids. It didn't take that. Some folks in here, I just want you to understand, people will argue for a degraded female in ways they will not argue for a degraded male. So I just want you all to understand that. They're arguing in favor, they're sitting up here trying to argue all of us down in favor of a degraded female to a degree that they would never argue like this for a degraded male. If a male fell off, they would say, that right, he broke. She need to leave it. And she need to get a new man. It becomes that. Just understand that. They would never argue that as a man, it's okay for you to take a 25 or 50% hit in income. They would not be sitting here arguing that. They wouldn't say, as a man, you can work 25 or 50% less. They would never be arguing for that. In the chat room, the Great Hustle, I might have you call up. Ma'am, as a man, I just explained it to you here. At least I think you're a man. Yes. But, yeah, yes, I explained that to you. I just explained it. As men, we are not allowed to have a diminution in our productivity. She did not get with A$AP Rocky because he was struggling. So she's not going to tolerate struggle from him. Number one reason that women get divorced or leave a man. So you don't have to like the math of it, but as a man, Rihanna wants him to stay the way she was when she met him. All the productivity, all the swag, beating gun charges, all the shine, all the video views. He has to keep doing that. He doesn't get to sit back. No man ever does. A man does not get with a female. He's operating at an extraordinary level or way above average. And then, well, baby, you know I've been doing this now for 5 or 10 years. I'm going to just sit back and take it easy. It doesn't work that way for men. That's not the way it works for any man. If we stop producing, you all immediately go looking to see if you can fish for a replacement. You are not at all interested in a man sitting up here struggling and, oh, well, give me some time, baby. And you're like, okay, nigga, I'll give you some time when I'm gone. You all don't take that, so let's not play stupid. Let's not play stupid or silly. Women don't do that. If you're a man who's producing at a high level, you got to keep doing it. Take a look at all these professional athletes. As soon as they retire, what do the women do? He retires. A year later, she files for divorce. Now, that's not me making it up. He has to keep doing what he was doing that got her interested in the first place. We don't get to say, well, baby, I was producing at a high level 10 years ago. You should cut me some slack. It's like, I want you to keep producing like you did when I met you. Okay, well, if it goes for one, it goes for all. It does not work that way. You don't get to sit here and, oh, you got this. And the fact that Rihanna is still pitching, quote, beauty products, that tells women don't want to look beautiful for a bum. They want to look beautiful because they're trying to catch a winner. Women do not sit up here and try to look their best for a fellow who's struggling, Miss Hustle. They want to look their best because they're trying to get the attention of a man who's operating at his best. A woman wants to look like she's winning because she wants a man who's winning. She does not want to look like she's winning to go get a fellow who's struggling. When ASAP got with Rihanna, he got with a female who was about 50 pounds lighter than the one that you all are witnessing on your screens. That was what motivated him. That's what made him want to be a go-getter. That's what made him want to strive. Chris Brown showing up at music awards with Rihanna. Yeah, that's what he wants. That's what he wants. That's what motivates men. So I want y'all to understand, you got both females and low-income males, even sitting here in this chat room, arguing that the men should want less. That the men should work their asses off. They didn't argue with the man to ease off it. The men should want less. The men need to stop demanding so much. You can't expect her to look that way forever. Then the man should say that you can't expect me to produce like that forever. Okay, fine. If you don't have to look like that forever, then I'll have to produce like that forever. Jamisha 999. I'm so glad that you interjected something off topic there, but I'm so glad you said that. Jamisha 999 needs to be on Zoom. We'll give you 2 minutes to be on Zoom. Jamisha, you want me to talk about that? I'll be glad to talk about it. Let's get you on Zoom, and I'll do all the talking you would like. So let's get Jamisha on Zoom. She wants me to talk. Okay, I'm going to get you on Zoom, and then we'll talk. Yeah, I mean, when Chris Brown put on weight, they were making memes and mocking him and every damn thing else. Rihanna put on way more weight than Chris. And they're sitting up here giving sympathy and telling us about what we don't need to do and what we need to overlook. That's her problem. They talk about that. Great hustle. Like I said, I know they putting some new stuff in the Venezuelan fentanyl, so some of y'all are snorting it up, so they're just making up stuff as they go along. Just stop it. It costs a man to be with a female. It costs. A woman is not going to absorb costs with a man. And this is the whole point here, is that men cannot afford to pass around nonsense and lies to each other. We can't afford to do that because the female's not slacking off nothing. They big as Lizzo telling you that you don't qualify if you don't make $200,000 a year. Nobody is easing off the pressure for the requirements for men. Nobody is easing off on that. Please, Flars, that's wrong. You're lying. Let me go ahead and give these flaws on Zoom because that's a lie. That's not true. She's been looking like this now for years. This didn't just start. Oh, hell, I went to your page. I see why you're talking like that. Okay, to all the folks who are on their weight loss journey, like Bilbo Baggins is on the journey to Mount Doom. It's like, okay, I see why y'all talking silly. So you're talking nonsense. Just give it up. They think that they can sit here and argue you into the ground about physics. It doesn't work that way. It does not work that way. Everybody argues for why men should get stuck with the bill. Everybody wants to argue about why men should get left holding the bag. Men go in with financial and social obligations that they can't get away from, and that they can't just get up and walk away from. So when you have people sitting up here trying to pressure you and badger you, like somebody spoke on the chat, to accept a situation like that, okay, you're going to be stuck with that, like ASAP is stuck with this. You're going to be stuck with this like ASAP is stuck with this. The bottom line is that for the better part of the last 5 damn years, ASAP has been tolerating the situation getting perpetually, progressively worse year after year. All the jackasses and ass clowns who were saying this garbage about she gonna lose the weight 5 years ago. 5 years later, she's bigger than she's ever been. It is so obviously not getting better. And you have people still talking about, well, the men just need to accept it ASAP. Understand this. I want the fellas to understand, when they say ASAP, they're talking about you. They're talking about you. That you need to just accept it. He is just the avatar for they really mean to pressure you. As men, you should just accept whatever in the hell a chick slops off the damn table at you. No, Jamisha is not on Zoom yet, so Jamisha needs to be banned until she gets on there. Folks, understand something. This needs to be a two-way conversation. If you are going to sit up here and try to entice men and pressure men into accepting a horrible situation, you should have to defend the folks while you're trying to talk men into accept a horrible situation that you would never say to women. If it was your daughter and her man came home at 37 years old making half the income he does, you would be... He makes half as much as he did when she met him. And he's sitting around the damn house because that's how he's making the half as much. He's not making half as much working his ass off. He's making half as much sitting at the house playing Nintendo all day. You would be telling your daughter to prepare to leave him on account of the fact that this is not what your daughter signed up for. You want him to be the man that she was when she met him. That's what she agreed to. That's what she went for. She was attracted to that. You would not be letting him give you a sob story about a bait and switch. Okay, everybody needs to have the same rules. And I want the fellas in here to understand that this is a devious amount of deception and skullduggery that folks are putting on you right now, telling you that this is what you should be accepting. That you should work your ass off, and that the female can get progressively worse over the course of not 5 decades, 5 years. Every year it's going downhill. And you're taking a look at the way she looks, and it's like, well, I'll be damned, all your exes got way better than me, so I gotta pay for all these kids, Similac and formula, and cart you around, and the niggas before me had way better than me. They were way better than me. Choose No TV, who's broke? Let me find out from Choose No TV, who are you saying is broke there? Let me find out. While I'm waiting on that here, let me jump on Zoom and see if I can get Brother Elijah up here on Zoom. What's on your mind, Brother Elijah?
Hey, all right. Hey, good evening to you, big brother. Right, now this is a complete failure. This is because, okay, they said she's a billionaire. I don't get in her business, but
She's not a billionaire. No, she is.
Okay, excellent. On that. Even if she was a thousandaire, she started as one of the most prettiest artists that, when she first got it 20 years ago. And now that the money starts to pile up, she had the kids, now she thinks she could just sit back and relax. And you don't realize that then what you just named, you said Ciara. It's not good. Ciara is 40 years old. She'll be 41, I want to say October this year. That's not a good look because Ciara is directly 3 years older than this woman. And to see Ciara look like, she looks like a dancing athlete, if you want to give her that. She looks like an athlete, but she's actually an artist.
She is. And what I'm saying is that she looks the way she has because she's showing you she's still competitive. I'm not saying what I'm saying or showing y'all what I'm showing you with Rihanna. because I'm guessing my way through it. I'm saying, hey, this is what you look like when you done fell off. This is what you look like when the game is over and you are done.
Right, and then she signed Rihanna, and if you want to do the compare and contrast, I just say, hey, look at the kneecaps. Rihanna got them nice. I mean, excuse me. Ciara got them nice athletic knees and everything like that. Rihanna got those, rounded knees and everything. You can tell even with certain body parts on a woman who works out and who don't. All right, I could see the muscular frame on Ciara. I could just see skin on Rihanna. So it was a matter of time before this happened. And then your point about ASAP Rocky, I do have a question because for a minute, when I'm saying all these good things about Rihanna, about her economic status and everything like that, I was saying in the back of my mind, well, oh, good, you can marry her. But now after tonight, after what you're saying, does this justify reason why he's not married?
I just think that was the best she could do. That was the best she could get. That's as close as it was. Chris Brown was not going to marry her. Drake wasn't going to marry her. Ashley, Leo. None of the fellas that she really wanted were going to marry her. So she went after the one that she could get to stick around and stay around. He was the only one willing to get her pregnant and get obligated in that situation. And I think that, he cashed in early. Somebody was up there asking, somebody was asking about why do that. Like, why would he stay? He doesn't have any leverage. Somebody's like, why would he accept her like this? He doesn't have a choice, y'all. That's my point. He doesn't have any leverage anymore.
Right.
He lost all that. He lost his leverage. That's it. Once she had the kids, that you see the bait and switch. There are fellas in here who are single fathers, and some of them showing how dumb they are. By the way, you've seen this before. When the chick gets a ring, when she gets married, what's she doing? Here comes the weight. Okay, the system got you obligated to me. So I have a protector and provider because the system is going to punish you if you don't.
Right.
Okay, if she doesn't have a ring, she wants to get some kids. This will lock you down. This will obligate you. This will hopefully be making too much difficult for you to try to go somewhere else. And if you do try, I'll punish you. So if you won't marry me, let me get some kids. And then if you're going to leave me and the kids, this one, just leave me, then I'll punish you through the system. And that's where ASAP Rocky is. The ASAP leverage. He doesn't have it. So what's he going to do? Start nagging her? And what I'm saying is, do you all think that the damn corporations haven't been nagging her? Do you all think the folks who own Fenty have not been doing that? They haven't been calling her up like, hey, your trainer called. That's what right now. You haven't done since the pandemic. Come on, man. She was another Christy Brinkley. We go down the damn list. Tyler Banks. These are women who represent major brands, and so does a company. Okay, what's the damn difference? You know what the difference is. These corporations, but they're going to call you and let you know, hey. Now, of course, in Rihanna's case, however, it's a little difficult because people associate that brand with her. So the point isn't going to be much. So they're going to hand it up to her. The bottom line is, do you think Sephora ain't been calling? Do y'all think these people have not been calling and saying, hey, what's the doing? We need to back on your back. We got some drones. We got to let you leave. We got to get this tightened up. This is all the photo shoots that have to take longer and more complicated. We can't put outfits anymore. We can only show you the neck up or the breast up or took to a certain point. Come on, man. Folks, the corporations, if she's not listening to them and they pay her, what makes you think she's listening to ASAP?
Foresee that.
She's 37. And that's the point I'm trying to have with y'all's kids right now. All the people talk about the mountain back, all this other garbage. She works simply as a person of time that nobody wants to promote because that's she's been all this nonsense for the last time. When's the last time you got out? I don't want her to make a comeback and come back for 1, 2 months. When's the last time she made out? When's the last time she went on tour, man? You all remember things from a decade ago. They saw to realize when she climbed out and was good. When's the last time she did a half damn decade? You think her band, you think both the bands were that long? Now, this is what anybody else we're talking about. Ask those questions. You reach for the band and say, hey, she ain't made an album. Never will. That's not a person taking a break. That's a person who's taking off. They're gone. She said, screw all this. We go make some money and sign the deal with this makeup thing. Okay. And she's 37. Well, you will know that gets harder as you when it's done. 20 pounds, I think when you're 30 some quarters. That becomes a lot more challenging. Especially now she got kids and everything else. And listen, ask my some information. What is her motivation to do what y'all think about? For her to drop that much weight, what's her motivation? Making an album? Going on tour? Tell me, what is the motivation that didn't show in the last 5 years or so didn't show tonight? What goal is she wanting to get? What is it she wanting to get at 37? When she's 37 now, she'll be what, 38 or 39? Is this what makes you want to take it? That's what if you're going to say that she's going to lose weight, you have to tell me what's the motivation. She would have to be hella motivated right now to get back in that position. And I'm showing you, hey, if you're thinking music is going to do it, it hasn't been done in the last 5 years. That's not accidental. This is what you play. Tell her they want to go have, yeah, I want to start a family. Start a family is language what I'm done with whatever this word is. That's what start a family is. I'm done with whatever this word is. I'm doing this over here. And that's no way. That's the right thing. She's not looking to come back out. I was like, these tours out now, she's on the list. She's on no list anywhere. No one she's likely to be. She had to put a whole album to make that work. And listen, the industry is not just set still. The industry is moving on. It's been moving on. Until it's like you're looking at it. So, no, it's one of those explanations of all things. Can't show enough motivation. I'm telling you, once it's pretend like it wasn't what it was. It was obvious to me 5 years ago. I called those artists right now. Those artists, I find it's okay. They're not that's what she did. I was like, back then, don't go back then. You're silly. Okay, now she's bigger than ever. Now they're not saying that it's not happening. Now it's and that just shows you that this is what they want. They want all of us to put something in jeopardy, wear us down, and want all of us to accept this is and that as a man, and man stuff. And this is the best you expect to get. And you're subject to whatever she wants to do. That's what you get. And on the other hand, you better not change the thing. You've got to keep producing. You're paying all the bills, all the rent. You will be expected to continue to pay all the bills, all the rent, everything. And you don't say, well, maybe I'll be able to get this. That's good luck. And I know I've been paying all the bills, all the mortgages, all the rent, all the bills. Now, you're not a loan, so I go to about 50% now. I want you to pick up another 50. Now, is that the way women take it? Women take this way? Oh, because I am the way to that 50 there too. 8 years later, 10 years later, 7 years later, you still ain't picked up that 50% again. And she's still sitting around waiting for you. You ain't picked up that 50% again. Now, that is not the way anybody treats us. Right? Nobody gives us 5 or 7 years to pick up the stuff. It's like 2, that's it. What the time like? And then she's checking to see if all the across the street is something for job. Yes, man, it's not what you do. Nobody tells us, tells a female she should wait for us for 7 or 8 years. I would say this she never comes for Christmas with herself. She would have not been kindness. She never knows kindness. And so she got the guy. And now that's it. She's laying on us. It's like, okay, here's the big switch. You get nothing. You get nothing. Highest value man was willing to make anything possible to any bachelor club and that was the best you could do. And then she's shown ASAP that anything that she told ASAP negatively this round, the way that he run this round, the way that holds I gotta pay for bills, I gotta pay for kid, I gotta pay for education. Chris never did, and Chris got paid for it. Now that's insult. Chris and Drake women, they're getting paid. They got way more. And now she's sticking to the bill. I mean, if it's going in this team shit, it's everybody else. If ASAP is going in this damn team, the board shouldn't he be getting more than anyone else? Shouldn't he be getting the best version of her? here's the thing about it here. In this situation right here, it's all balance. What I said, the lesson for the average male here is that, fellas here, yeah, you're not with a when you're with a male who's without and the way you're having fertility or these babies, when you come out like that, because you got so much stress. And the issue with that is that as a result, you're going to try to see yourself. She really won't be. The rest of them smart enough to get your thing. That's what she wants to do. They say, well, you're like that now. They say, well, you want to have a you're going to get the paid. That's what years was. That's what she wants to be. And it's got to be like the baby's essentially. I mean, she's with ASAP Rocky like, for a favor, make me look like Wayne Gay. I told these people that these are your kids. That's the favor I did to you. I told people that these are your kids. So, I just understand. And the average hope was not was fake. Or I want to see how society all of a sudden unites. They circle the wagons and unite around pressuring to accept whatever chance the fortune suffers to that. That's my hope. But all those years that they set as I predict will happen now, ASAP Rocky is getting a far lesser version of her he's paying far more. Jack will know about it. She just got a baby. We already know that relate or in denial of that skill. You can't go 5 years later talking about it. She just got a baby. All of this is a baby. Okay, 5 years of that one, ain't you? This is a minority. I'm saying so the slow bus gives us still to make excuses for it. They're trying to give the baby weight excuse now for 5 years. It's dead. And you sound silly now. It's dead. She had a baby 3 months ago. 3 months ago was 19 days. And it's not 19 days, Mr. Baby. 3 months ago, my weight 3 months ago was 90 days. She's not getting smaller, she's getting bigger. So you got those going and sit there. All of this, if you got, overs on stand force, also, there are some everything's about pressuring them on you into accepting their we gotta give it to them. That's they're not going to check who they are. Yeah, because to give them the same else. If ASAP Rocky, as I said, ASAP Rocky is someone who's giving 50% of what it was, they're not going to check to them. Saying chose her. She chose him. He has no leverage. She has no leverage to herself. That's the best she can do. That's the guy and she can tell that she's psychologically, emotionally, socially. So that's the one thing I definitely think that herself as superior. One of the things that she sees herself as superior. She came to him because she wanted to go get his kids, which was probably Joyce needs to consult her feelings. Just understand something was radically uninformed by less skills to remember my time online is he was the guy who was willing to say and just showing you, take a look at how you guys in this chat, especially for those of us who get analyzing, take a look at the pressure and gaslighting chat that we accept. They're not arguing that it's unacceptable. They're arguing that it is acceptable. She did not give him a impression that he was still when she walked to the door, she had his love. She ran off. Her needs to get pregnant. They must do things. Involve her on these weird romances. Not the rush. Just because they have romance against his heart. She is rushing you for a baby and rushing you for a kid. It's because, yeah, she got a time clock on the chip. Of course, and it's not going to work out. Of course, it's not going to work out. And it's bad. And the worst part is you have men still here starting to work on the baby. It doesn't matter that you make more than they do. If That's what the men get. So, fellas, you have to be consistent in those. It's hard for somebody there because of it's an objection. That as men, that was good for us to be consistent. That because then you're going to have to forget, oh, that's worse. It's what people get to do. It's all of a sudden, they get old, they get old, and they start talking stupid. They start talking about making a deal. They start talking about a transaction. And J's win at transaction. Because you cannot win playing the game of transaction. You can't win. That doesn't work for you. That works for women, but that doesn't work for you. Tell yourself that you can make a transaction. As well as getting older, and they get watered down and beat down from some of your rejections and things. Then they start trying to negotiate a deal, and you can't make a deal because you, the man, treats you and they overruns me. Deal with it, nigga. That's why you can't negotiate a deal, fellas. You can't negotiate a deal because anybody's going to success it requires you to pay up front to have to deal in advance in order to quote negotiate a deal. Is no reason. Stay proactive, okay? Make yourself up. That's yourself. Get there, transactions with the man starts discussing transaction. What I just told you is that it's dealing with the position. Because the transaction will always be negotiable. And that's where you're going to lose because if only one front money, front money goes in the mail. And so, at some point, you're going to have to give advance and pay up front. Unless you will not have the opportunity to get together. But it's some point. At some point, will, and that happens. That's thank you, just I appreciate that. So we get to that's all enough here. We should have our Clarence. Every one, so
Actually, I have a question. So if guys turn, situation probate, then he's out of favor. The gym, she's gonna go to the court. That's true. And then the second question is that she's amazing shape. Is that like something that was like worried about? Like, she's freaked down, she's still acting.
it is what I said from the beginning, is that Ciara doesn't trust him. And in the future, Russell's last baby. That's the issue. So, that you all know that we're not Ciara has continued to put herself in shape because it's herself prepared and capable. She wants to be able to judge shit that knows numbers. And she knows that she doesn't have all of her years old. She's not young. And sexual history, what's kids. I mean, you can't have all these strikes against her. So she's put herself together. So that's the only she has to take.
Jesus, Jesus, first,
the average female, as I told you before, is going to be the girl who presents and that's the different than what they see that they are employed. A female loves to believe that she will be listen to whatever, and I might have to suffer for a little bit, but the Lord will work it out. Whatever I do, I'm going to do it. And it's whatever it is. Now, men, you don't even count, and they don't count. But me, they're one people. And I'm not going to be comfortable. That's so when I get ready to hold on. They're one of the reason why so many kids God teaches us God's prayer is because see all the came and the ultimate example of the slow for so and in their minds, there were no rules. Lord, there and it's because of their sin and it's never in their sin and then from the parents and their lessons and excellent fantasy. It is essential for them to have that and they hold on to it so quickly because they want to believe that it doesn't matter what theirs there will be another us. Hear what these men say. There will be another us. Understand? That's what they do. That they're as if you and that is goals to execute. So they're not looking for a healthy relationship. They're looking for a beneficial and their definition of beneficial is if they're convinced and you get nothing but next one is going to be this. And well knows the tale to the sun. And most of us yeah, you really see it. Yeah, that's really what it is. Yes, and you know what the gender is, she won't have last but not least. And she's looking for someone that she wants. And there are so many marriages today that hurt you and and that's what's and it gets even worse because the older you get, if that's the people of females to be able to learn over half of the humans as for 40 is actually so it's not your imagination. It's not just imagine. Imagine again. Yeah, that's good what you say. Again, you want to know. But I'm going to tell you, that's what you guys pay. That's how the line goes to and wasn't what sit out, get these motions, get one through, let the frat boys grab photos, ankles, and the grand old times, because it's only the same photos. They look good to me, like, and yeah, now, please understand, it's too weak. And the amount of shit, I want to give it a moment. And Brother Jason, I got a quick question. Chance and be able to mention very lots of things. Also, got to check the history, have to be like a detective, and he's going to you talk to a female, anything she says until yeah, he's laughing right now. It's like, damn, Jason, that's serious. Yes, that's serious. Women today, let's go fast and make every 10,000 decades old. It really kicked off metastasized in the 90s. So you have entire generations of smooth off their sexual past for this reason, and as a result, their personalities and cycles. That's what you're dealing with. Denying this isn't going to help. That's maturely dealing with. Looking for a female to clean slate. That's a look for objective. That's a man that's a good boy. I never told you all this. Yeah. That's a man that's good. That's what you need to know. So fellas have vent and vent and vent. Primarily because you're not the only ones watching this content. You're not the only ones watching the regular channels that there are like this is rough. Some stuff they're saying is out. Women are listening. They've been listening since before the beginning of the pandemic. It was getting even then. We didn't know all the complaints, all the talk about they don't have 40 years. They've now got to they now have to accept it. Yeah, the women are on the same page now. That's not, but that doesn't change the past. It's what's going on. They're watching our content to see what it did. They're watching all these programs to figure out is there a loophole? Is there a way for me to get around this? That's what they're listening to you. So just like you're hearing right now, they're hearing. What they're listening for is to see what's being held to. You're getting smarter with research. How can I still get something wrong? How can I count to each spell? That's what they're listening for. So you're not through with this vacuum. Now that you understand the behavior, listen to it. Jason, I want to be that. Well, Jason, what for that to talk to all this years and years of our lives once again? A woman, a person, have to continue to be made for 6 months. Have to love me. Love it. To love at first sight, all the scars you play. Man, come close to that. You got to be on first after 6 months. Okay, but there's a reason for that. She can be made and loved in 6 months. But she can make it up in 2 months. You sit there and you tell me a single female who went 2 or 3 years and she can find what she wants. All of those are big switch. That's how I like the relationship broke up. But guess what? You have to get married and you fell out. Go ahead and jump up and say, well, what else in the last 6 months? That's pretty good. Let me know. Now, she has been options. Yeah, you sit there for 2 or 3 years, and all of a sudden it's like, yeah, everything's laid bare. It starts to look cracks along. And she was with the masks. It was sure there was some asking in her past of the detail chain. I asked her about this fella this 3rd time. She gave me a slightly temperament. 28, that's what she told me. Yeah, you said that you were with her now. Well, 2015, 27 this month. you're not trying to so you see in 6 months, if the next question is asked, if those were around for 3 years, now give them another 3 years. Whatever you said for 3 years, that's the shit. Right? Assuming the question also means that she must be the sacrifice. When the sacrifice they tribute and they true love to if she's refusing to do that 3 years later, and she'll look at clean at people in the bed like, just to sacrifice something for her. And I gives you guys up. She's telling you and it's up to you, not to you.
Appreciate it, sir. Be well.
Thank you very much for responding. Like I said, this is to you all. Although it is. It's not bad. Understand what you're going to look for. Those things happen. Those things are those things are important. Miracle of Conda needs to give me a call on the side. She's had a lot to say here, so we're sort of looking at that. Miracle of Conda. We got 2 minutes to give me a call on the side here, so go ahead and talk to the husband. You can go ahead and talk to the host directly. So, this is the program tonight is very painful and very excruciating, especially for the people who are doing these things. Because I'm telling you here, fellas, you're not doing yourselves the favors. They want us to accept a bad take a look at the screen and go to the channel who've been arguing, not to mention half the battle. That we should just take whatever we're given. Stop ignoring that. They're not being facetious when they say that. They're dead serious. Man, you should just accept whatever it is. A female is allowed to diminish what she gives you, and you should just be understanding. Now, if you stop being able to give her what she wants, oh, she don't have to understand that. You broke the deal. Well, I'm in my feelings, so you have to have that. Now, that's what men is every time that you let a chick slip here and fall off, when you see the early signs that she's on her way to fall all the hell off, and you are just so devoid of options that you start making excuses for it and talking stupid and silly as she gets bigger. Some of y'all with that big mama fetish is a real sick thing, man. Okay, we got Brother Lex up here on Zoom. Turn off the speakers, Lex.
Yeah, I just turned it off. Everything's good? Nothing much. I was going to come across the last call that I've been call as well as Brother Logic brought good points. So, I asked a question in the chat. If, given the circumstances with Rihanna, does it just further highlight how men today, or more specifically black men, how it kind of just reiterates the concept that speaks to absurdity and consistent. You guys were told kind of just break utility or endless run in some sort of way, you know, because I often realize that we express I'm not okay with that or this doesn't align with how I feel, and we just, you know, respond with an objective no. There's always an issue. There's a lot of pushback from wider society, so that's why we get your point on that. And I have another point, but that's what I'm starting from.
Everybody has united in trying to make black men subservient, making black men pliable, making black men compliant. Because we're workhorses, man. Look, if you can get you a sick-ass black male, that nigga will work for the rest of his damn life. He will just, I mean, we've all seen these old niggas. Deal with it, nigga. We've all seen these old niggas. They work at the plant, they work his house. His wife is old pounds. He drives an old pickup truck, or he drives an old 86 go his hopes, there go his dreams. He could have been somebody. He could have been independent. And he let her sit on him, figuratively, and until eventually he just goes to work every day and he's got the benefits. Education. That's it. He finally gets burnt out on never had to check quality anything. And so I'm talking to black men as honest as it's both hate us. Like they need us, but they hate us.
I say the same thing, brother Jason. I say the same thing. Even in corporate America. If you're a shark, if you're on your piece of cubes, these white folks, the diamonds, higher ups, they see the benefit of that one, but they're mad that they need you. You know what I mean?
I mean, remember when we talk about black, it's always objective. Oh, they're good men. Oh, they are good athletes. Oh, they got swag. With absolutely no regard for our humanity or anything else like that. So I need you to understand, when you objectify somebody that degree, it's like pornography. A fellow who's in porn once said that the actresses or the actors, she ain't acting, she's competent. He said the performers in porn is the only business where they're equally hated by their employers and their customers. Or they're held in equal contempt by their employers and their customers. As black men, we're held in equal contempt. So it's like, yeah, we do things better than anybody else. And you would think they would respect that, but the problem is they don't really want to have to respect you. That's the issue. They need you and outperform on so many levels. Yeah, but they've been conditioned to think that they should have to respect you and get that. That you're just here to produce and that you're supposed to just give goodies and benefits, and that it's okay to respect white actors. That's okay. But for you, you're just a resource to be exploited. So we got society signed on to that view of us. We're just a resource.
And I wholeheartedly agree with that. The problem I have is that we're talking about the nuclear black unity. I'm not going to just take a blanket statement, but why full of these ideologies of the society that are being used? So it's not like let's make an attack now. See that, portray it.
Look, you are in a culture that rewards this thing. Nobody's looking for anything. This is their life. You're not going to get a job. You're not going to get information. If you are a black that's a negative. Yeah, but you're laughing because that ain't going to work. That's not going to work at all. If you're a black female at that same job talking about how much you love SAG, oh, that'll get you. See, as a black male, that the same thing gets them that's the exact same thing. So that's what I'm saying is that that's the environment you're in. You're not in a vacuum. You're not just a planet full of black males, black females. No, we're in a system and a society. That society is between things. So you get rewarded with disrespect. You don't get rewarded with
and I just wanted to touch on the point with last week shortly after the call regarding man's time and dinner. So the situation come up with this. You know, we're supposed to hang out Sunday, pretty much. So listen, excited for licensing exams, presentation, financial literacy coach. So I told her, listen, today. It's been a reoccurring issue. And she says she doesn't prioritize circumstances. So, long story short, she was upset. It just, and again, it was still bad. So
I've spoken to her since.
it makes sense. So that was he just close out that one. It's just, you know, it's pretty upset. But it's, I know about it. It's respect.
Yeah, actions. It's not calling her actions. This man was one thing I need you all to understand. You do not tolerate a female loud talking to you in public. You do not tolerate a female hanging up bombs on you. And you don't tolerate a female who can say, raising your voice at you. She's not raising it at you. Okay, she says that, that's insurrection. That's open rebellion. As a man, you are expected to kill or die for her. You are expected to protect her. Well, that proves power. Is she treating you with respect that is commensurate to you giving your life for her? I don't think that's what you just described. So what I'm saying is that I'm required to lay down my life for a female. And just understand, every time you get that thing pass, you go soft and whatever, what you're telling her is there's no consequence. So I'm going to tell you, yeah, don't call her. Do not call her, contact her. She's going to contact you. When she does, just let her know she's been down. She's been to know. If you keep her around the ball, because bottom line is that she's kind of just, it's like a job. It's like, that's walking off the job. That's walking off the job. That's me. I'm saying it's not.
Yeah, there were just instances where she did like really see me.
Yeah, but that's the reason she did that. That's what she's doing right now. Because she wants to see how far she wants to see if you know.
Exactly. So, and then to that same point, and I think recording so I should feel a stage. So that whole the man is recording me. When it's the same way as but it feels like when it's played in certain circumstances.
When they start making arguments to use these Twitter, social media, soap opera terms, and quoting what the hell is the 17? So when they're saying that, what she's telling you is that she wants to do something she wants to do. And this is all about pressuring you to do it. So as a man, you're doing your due diligence, fellas. And the bottom line is, it's not your fault that the males decide to adopt slut culture. That's not your fault, and you're sure. Now that the women have decided it's my body, my choice, and slut culture is okay, well, guess what? As a man, it's my life. I will bet you as long as I think I can do that. How much longer? As long as it takes. That's fine. And if it's 3 or 4 years later, well, that's how long it's taking. Now, one thing I can tell fellas here is that, hey, we're not going to get married until we get married. That way you don't have to deal with nonsense and manipulation games and anything. But if you make a decision, pick out the and that's it. So just, fellas, you have to have rules. Rules that you hard and fast. And they set up your actual reasonable. Once you have them, that is it. And when they start doing gestures of open disrespect, that's it. They start testing to see how far they can push and start doing stuff. Well, she's supposed to be afraid. And if she's not afraid to do that kind of stuff, well, she's showing you that basically something insulting. Okay, we're going to go ahead and have to do that that they were doing something and see if that brings you down. If you two brothers just understand this, it's like, I think there's this online thing. Is this you, Miracle? we know what happened. So that's the whole yes. Maybe you couldn't hear this. So, yeah, it's not making sense. Not these excuses. These excuses is not real. These excuses happen in the last 2 years. To help make reality real. Which means that one of the things we do is microwave supposed to all its progressive. The fact for is making sense. Those 3 years like this is great. Hey, what you're saying is that we're starting to is the last thing. Also the sex business, she's out of the put together business, and she's on the way to ultimate, and she doesn't care anymore. That's what's going on now, and she has a success. This is nice of this thing. I saw that this for the last 6 days. Take a look at the last few years. So that's not a her hair, she has skin issues. Same, okay, same, is an excellent answer. Okay, but everybody knows. So why can't it just be that Rihanna? Why can't it just be that Rihanna's personality? Why can't it not just be the same things with Kevin? Is prioritizing having children and quote being a mom, quote being a mom. Okay, I asked a question. Okay, I asked a question. And I asked a question. Why is it that it can't just be the same thing it is with every woman? When she decided that she wanted to have children, she no longer prioritizes the woman that she was when we had her. Why is it that is the case? Okay, I didn't say not to the man, that's what happens to the majority of men. Well, married when you have children, and say I should not hold the standard before I got married and children. And one of the suffering of this now for that symptom. So it involves the same thing, which is why school 20s. Never looked like they do have got married and had children because you give yourself permission to say, I'm no longer eligible. Now, that has nothing to do with formality. That's got nothing to do with formality. Now, that's the majority. Okay, maybe this doesn't because we can generalize it because that's the only way that you can pass information. There are no absolutes except death. Death is the only absolute. So yes, we can speak in generalization. When they get married and have children, you give yourself permission to say, I don't have to maintain whatever. Those are the two things you all think. You start waving around flags to say, here's my exemption. I should not repel to that anyway. Okay, this is not where I'm supposed to. Also, by the way, how many hours do you work a week? Okay, how many personal trainers do you have? How many personal chefs do you have? How many trips to Barbados have you taken? Trips to Barbados have you taken? Okay, Rihanna has been on vacation now for the last half of the day. She has made her profession having children and shown up ASAP Rocky's trial. So in other words, she's had nothing but free time and living her life, and she has been able to spend every second of her life the way that she wants to. So in other words, there's no and she got way more resources and way more access to other people. Which means there are zero excuses. Her life is exactly what she wants it to. Okay, but here's my issue with that. My issue with that is that that's not the point. This is not about health. I need you all to understand. This is not about health. Nobody goes to see a personal fitness trainer because they're concerned about health. Unless they get old. Elderly people are the only people who go to see a personal fitness trainer for health. Anybody who's not elderly, they're going because it's healthy. Being physically fit is an essential element of sex. And the quality of partners you're going to have that. Man, I am a man. No man gets with a female and starts taking on bills and obligations because there is not a sexual component or reward component. If that's the lie you tell yourself that when you know it's not true. So let's not play games. A man is motivated by a woman's sex. Sex appeal motivates a man to work and produce and sacrifice and stand for things. So if you suddenly remove that, then okay, they switch. Because that's not what he agreed to. What you look like before you got pregnant, before you got married, that's what you signed up for. Right there. And if he wakes up one day and that's gone, well, you remove everything.
Shit! We got crooked cops knocking down the door of the warehouse. How do I know they're crooked? I previously paid them off myself. Get down here quick and stop them, or they'll seize all your product for themselves.
That's all a man gets. You give them the doorstep. In any case, the only thing a man gets in a relationship with people. You're not going to change the tires on the Escalade. You're not going to pay for vacations. Okay, you're not going to pick up this damn refrigerator over here in the house. You're not going to any of the light debt stuff. If we get done by a little longer, you ain't going to this light still bullets. If we live in this country, we're going to And he gets you as nothing. You love all that other stuff. Yeah, which people very grateful for students love that. You're saying, oh, hey, man, as I said, yeah, and he told you that he's not doing it. He told you, baby, but you understand it's not suffering from postpartum. It's 3 months later. He's working part-time because he can't handle the stress of it. She told me it's not done. And she's like, I'm dead. He got a full-time asking. So, yeah, if he says, I got a full-time investment, and can the baby is too stressful, that shows that as he's going to change, you can still say, hey, mercy. So if he shows you one word that shows you his hormones are all set to have a baby, you can tell you, well, dear, I'm going to let you work part-time until you get that straight. So you can give him an open-ended timeline. Exactly. And you're not going to wait a year. Okay, but look, come back at Light City. Oh, so you got to work on it. Okay, so, okay, look, for you personally, it's so
she's changed her priorities, which means as much as she can give herself permission to change her lifestyle. And she was going to give up to the show. That's okay. To